Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Heart of the Machine. We're going to continue where we left off last time, where we were collecting resources to begin our time travel. So let's go to, let's check out where we are on that. We currently have 50. We need, we need 50 more, I believe. Let's see. Overview. The creator lens is how you call new timelines if you have at least 100 Aegis, yes. And let's see. We have to prepare for an attack. Let's go ahead and make a bulk nickel bot. They're not great, but they're better than nothing. This tech's gonna go into there. A lot of our structures have complaints about being broken. Alright, we can allocate the research we did. You're getting better slurry spiders, better wind turbines, better wells, better water filters. Let's get better wind turbines. Even though I think power is not really an issue. Let's go ahead and have that fix up everything. Where is our Tech 4000? I want to make sure you are away from any potential threats. Let's go to this diplomat. That one's good. This diplomat's good. Go to the imposter. Imposter. Yes. We need more tungsten, so let's go over here. And let's go ahead and do that. Dang it, alarm was triggered. Now let's see. Let's bring this guy over here. Take cover. This PMC imposter is going to die, most likely. But, oh wait, no, if we do fresh identity, then we can, next turn we can go ahead and have him try to disable the alarm. Which we can't afford. So, let's go ahead and find our senior tech. And let's go ahead and go to the warehouse shop. Oh, no, the wrong shop. We need the... What do we need? We need the... Let's go to the Lost Gen water theft. These orphans are simply trying to get portable water for their group. Let's help gather and carry water. You can carry a vast amount more than these kids. Patching into pipes are at the outside of the convenience store is not that hard, but carrying it away at speed is quite difficult. This unit will remain busy while moving around stealthily for several turns. Watch and passively. Water is one of the largest needs for humans, and it's pretty heavy. You're curious if these kids can manage to not only get the water but also get it away or murder them. Yeah, no, we're not going to murder them. We're going to go ahead and help and gather and carry water. Thank you. And we need the religious group. Which we can use this tech for. Sell off the greens, let's sell off the water. Then let's come back down here. Do this again. Let's go ahead and bribe with apathy. And there we go. Come back here, repair. Good. let's go ahead and do hack unit. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do... Where's our hacking skill? Hacking skill is 235, so we're at a disadvantage here, but we'll go ahead and hack... No, we'll hack the ep36. Let's see. I know we are at a disadvantage here, but that's alright. Any place we can split? No. Let's split there. Have that corruption go. Then we're gonna go ahead and jump to there. Then we're gonna run up here. Run over here, split there, move there, then we're gonna jump right there, run there, run all the way over here, let's split there, then we'll move there, split there, drop that, then we'll have you jump there, and move there, run there. Run there, thank you. Then we'll run there, split there, drop that, and we'll have you jump there. Run up here. Split there. Split there. Let's jump there. Run there. Run there. You're gonna run there and split there. And you're gonna go ahead and jump over there. Run over here and let's corrupt that just because we don't want this to be worth nothing. Alright. Now we have to choose vehicular armor piercing effectiveness, android armor piercing effectiveness. Get the android armor piercing effectiveness. Let's get this guy to repair that. Let's get this to repair all that. Then let's see about building. Let's see. Can we build this? Yes, we can. So let's go ahead and build this and build it right there. And then, let's see, next turn. The enemies are planning an attack. I don't care about that. Syndicate's trying to shake us down. I know. Let's see, contemplations. Let's go look here. There's daily life. Go ahead and send this drone over to the daily life. You normally ignore the vast majority of daily life around the city. The press of the pedestrians and robots is too much to take in, while still having any attention to focus on the whole thing that matters to you, that are important to you. That said, many times you question what your priorities should be. Just who are you trying to become? That's a question that can only be answered by seeing how you act over a long enough time, you suspect. But still, you wonder if you spent a little while paying more attention to the lives of some less interesting citizens around the city, would you learn anything about yourself? Begin people watching. Okay? You're much more aware of humans moving about the city than usual. You should use an android with the forced conversation ability to try and question them. Alright, let's go ahead and do... Win 9 debates. Okay. So if we... So that means we can take this tech, for example, and come over to, say, let's see, say here. And then we can force conversation with this wealthy citizen here. Her clothes are expensive and her tone is snappish. She asks why the thing from the tower has taken an interest in her. Huh, so she knows what you are, at least kind of. What is your function? You're trying to understand why these uninteresting people do what they do. Alright, let's go ahead and start by asserting dominance. Then let's go ahead and do misleading anecdote to... because it... And let's put it here because it has the emotional appeal, which get us closer to this. Sneering insult, which is an abuse, we'll put in the abuse section. Falsify statistics. Lie and logic. Let's go ahead and put that in truth. Then verbal slap. We're going to put that here again, because that gets us closer to this bonus. Okay, and falsify statistics. That's a lie and logic. Let's go ahead and put that here. Then sneering insult. We have another abuse. We're going to put that there, which should give us the... Oh, in the pattern shown. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay. Emotional appeal and lie. Let's go ahead and put the emotional appeal there. Arrogant and the mistrust is getting high. Let's go ahead and put that there. Now we need to figure out how to Alright, let's get that bonus. Now reasoned argument, truth and logic. Let's go ahead and put that right there. Now we have another verbal slap we'll put there. A quote statistics. And it'll increase defiance. But that's also a truth, so we'll put that there. Reasoned argument. Truth and logic. We'll put that there. Another abuse. We'll put that there. We'll put the verbal assault there. Quotes and statistics. Let's go ahead and put that there. And emotional appeal. Put it there, but it failed. We're going to go ahead and try again. This time I actually understand the debate mechanics, so we're going to try this again. Let's see. Abuse. Or assert dominance, we're going to put that there. Misleading anecdote is emotional appeal and a lie. So we're going to put that there. Then we have sneering insult, which is an abuse. We'll put that there. A lie and logic. Put that over here. A verbal slap we'll put there. Let's go ahead and trash that. And that. Then we have the misleading anecdote, which is an emotional appeal. We'll put that there. the abuse and the threat, but we're gonna junk that. Truth and logic. Let's get this. Put that there. Another truth and logic. Let's put that there. Another reasoned argument. We're going to put that there. And quotes and statistics, we're going to put that there for the bonus. Then we have fiery rhetoric, which we will put there. And we could physically threaten them. We're going to do that, and we're going to put that there. And this is a threat, truth, and logic. But we're going to dump that. Good. We're going to put this, because this is truth and logic, we're going to put that there. An emotional appeal and a lie. Alright, so we'll put that here, which gives us what we needed. And we got the upgrades. Reason with high society, 70%. Acerbity, 16. Existential authenticity, 16. Okay. And that gives victory. She gives what is pretty much a sociology lecture, but which puts her function at the fulcrum of all others. The people above her are out of touch, but well-meaning. The people below her do their best, but need a lot of assistance from her. She claims she is helping her underlings avoid destitution. You ask more about that, and it's all about money. Having enough for rent, for electricity, for food. She says as if it doesn't, if she does not hold things to a high standard, but those above her will dispose of those below her. This is surprising to you, but she seems very serious about it. Okay, goodbye. That's enough talking to this person. And that gave us the achievement double bonus. Win a debate while completing at least 2 bonuses. Okay. Well, let's also move over there so that we can do that again next one. Okay. Next. Here comes all of the payback. I don't care about all that up there. Yeah, I don't care about them attacking those guys. They want that. I don't really mind. Wait a minute. This seems to be something I have to go and take over myself. Maybe. At least if I'm understanding it right. Or no, these are ours. Okay. In that case, we're just gonna go back to where was our guy? Right here. We're gonna go ahead and do forced conversation with the gang akimbo. The squad of gang members is very wary. They call you that eldritch thing. It seems to think you want a points off its score, which you presume means a percentage of their thievery. Maybe some other time. What is your function? We'll start a debate. Alright, we can threaten them. And let's see, to get the bonus, we can put that there. Then we have another threat and abuse. We're going to put that right there. Then we have assert authority for a threat and a lie. We'll put that there. And we have a threat and cohort. And we're going to put that there. And that was enough to win the debate. Threatening criminals, 80%. Phaedos and statistician. Okay. Improve some of our debates. Assure that you're not trying to take anything that belongs to them, ironic given what they're up to, they happily expound on the finer points of their existence. Not to die, not to end up in the homeless camps, basically. They prefer a life that is short, violent, and free to one part of the system. They seem to think you can relate, but maybe you can. But you don't plan on your life being all that short. Okay, goodbye. That's enough talking to these people. Alright, then let's move over here. Let's go ahead and force a conversation with this wealthy citizen. The man seems to think you're some sort of courier from his office, or a rival office. It's hard to say. He's impatient and hasn't bothered to ping your android's ID on the city feed. What is your function? We'll start a debate. Alright. We're going to start with the appeal to morality. So we need truth and logic, so we'll put that there. Emotional appeal and lie. Put that there. Emotional appeal, lie, we'll put that one there. Then we can assert dominance. Let's go ahead and put that there. Emotional appeal. We'll put right there. Then we have appeal to morality. Truth and logic. Alright, since this is logic, we'll put that there. Truth and logic, we'll put this one right here to get the bonus. Infrared sound. Abuse and threat. We'll put that there. We'll discard that one. Then fiery rhetoric, we'll put there for the bonus. Then we have the verbal abuse, we'll put there. Reasoned argument, truth and logic. We'll put that there. Vision of beauty, we'll put that there. And vision of beauty, we'll put there. Sneering insult, we'll put there. I have a reasoned argument. Truth and logic, we'll put there. Then we'll discard that. And discard that. Alright, then we'll put the truth there. Truth and logic, we'll put right there. And we got the... We didn't manage to get the last bonus, but we did get win the debate. Reasoning with high society, 80%. Persuasive phrasing, 18. Pathos, 20%. Good, that's victory. His function is the best. He makes sure everyone else does their function. He's super important, and so on. Does he actually have a function? You are about to ask when he starts bragging about money. He says it's a sign of his employer values him highly, not how he expects it to get a promotion. Okay, goodbye. That's enough talking to this person. Okay, goodbye. Probably forever. Alright, let's go ahead and give this guy 2 more bonuses. We'll start with that. What about this guy? Oh, apparently can't do that one. Oh, there's a working class. Move there. Good. They're still fighting. I don't care if they fight all of our workers. That does literally nothing to us. There's a working class there, so we'll move there. And start the debate here. And this will be the last thing we do for the day. He keeps glancing around the street at others passers-by, as if he could be in trouble for talking to you. He makes a remark under his breath that it's not how robots act, and so you must be one of them. He refuses to elaborate on what that means. Okay. Starting off with an abuse. Put that there. Let's throw that away. We need to have an abuse and a threat here. If you can put abuse and a threat, we can do there. Assert dominance. Emotional appeal and truth. Put that there. Physically threaten and abuse. There. And there we got the bonus, which also gave us threatening low society 170%. Which gave us 22 pathos. Look, robot, I can't be late to work. His nervousness has not improved. The longer you talk, the more visibly he squirms. Finally, he explodes into whispering explanations about the specifics of his job, which amuse you. It sounds like the sort of thing you would just give the internal robotics to handle. You make that point, and he throws up his arms in apparent disgust. At your obvious confusion, he angrily tells you he has to be able to pay his rent. If he doesn't work, they'll make him move to the street, and then after a few weeks, they'll collect him for the prisons. He knows his function is largely pointless, that he is a fleshy cog in the machine that would run better if it was silicon. This seems to terrify him. Okay, goodbye. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload. I do upload every single day. Also, help me hit my subscriber goal of 200 subscribers. As of the recording of this video, we're currently 168, so it's still a long ways away, but because of all you beautiful people, I know I can do it. Until next time, bye-bye!